Okay, so in this discussion, I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about myself because I'm going to provide the opportunity, if you'd like to connect with the platform, for you to get to know more about me, my passions, my career interests, and my experiences as a broadcaster and God's willing ongoing. So let's do some screen sharing, and I'll start with my resume so far. Okay, so I'm sharing the screen. This is my resume. I've done radio, college radio, and in that capacity, I was serving as a station manager. Station manager is someone who advocates for their station. I was seeking equipment for the station, so I had to go on a different campaign to do that. And I would also bring talent into the station so they could have their own shows. And I even had my own show. So making sure that I just supervised the station's quality. I was also a production assistant, but for another radio station on the campus. And with that one, I was hosting. There was a classical radio show that I hosted. You had to learn names like Schubert, Tchaikovsky, these different orchestras, and I would cite them, name them, and just be a classical voice for the evening concert and coffee break serenade programs. And I would say, you're listening to Tchaikovsky. You're listening to, just have that broadcast sound, which was a more softer tone. All right, so I'm going to scroll down, and I might just summarize these next portions. But I started out in the radio side with broadcasting, and then I believe I was encouraged to try out for the TV station as well, so I did. I ended up being able to do the entertainment news hosting, and we could do what's called auditions, where we would audition for different roles. I didn't like doing that only, but I was constantly placed in that. So I ended up just mainly functioning as the entertainment news host. I also served as a technical director, someone who does the more production side of the behind the scenes of each newscast. I did producing, which is obtaining video, graphics, stories, gathering different stories of each writer for the newscast. And then I also served as a writer for the newscast. I did campus activities, just different organizations. The organizations utmost relevant, though, to my career were National Broadcasting Society, NBS, and then I also was in forensics. Forensics is speech and debate, where I was an interpretive performer, and we would go to different schools, states, and just debate our work. And I thought both of those would be very helpful to be more of a well-rounded broadcaster. I also served in public announcing, so PA. Public announcing is when I did softball, volleyball games, I would just be the voice of the games, if you will. I would be able to voice the talent, voice special occasions, outdoor, indoor games. So I loved PA. That was actually a greater part, one of the greater things that I've done. Now, the thing about broadcasting, it's not just news. You can do voiceover, you can do announcing, hosting, different scenarios like that. So I tried to do many things and not just stuck in one area. I even was able to, let's scroll, serve in, as is said here, or maybe it's not on this specific sheet, but my cognate was in theater. So I even did performances as a theater talent. So I served in different roles because I coveted the storytelling abilities of actors. So I wanted to use their skills to be a better presenter. So I did theater as well. And I also took courses in communications. And in terms of the professional side, in the professional sense, I've served in promotions as an intern for iHeartMedia. And I worked for a nonprofit organization as a producer. And then on my own accord, I would audition for different voiceover, or even was, depending on what role I was in, given voiceovers. And that was for a mortgage company, a software company, and iHeartMedia. In terms of freelancing, it's not like a steady persuasion. It's just based on the auditions I'm able to get. So hopefully that more professional side will increase. Now, I want to share my contact information with you today. If you want more information on this journey, or if you want to be a part of it, then please contact me at gershly.pierre@mail.com. gershly.pierre@mail.com. It's on the screen. To spell it out, GUERSHLEY.PIERRE@mail.com. Thank you so much for listening.